other diseases, and we have continued serving. We have gone on to sensitize, continuous sensitization across all platforms on social media, in the mainstream media, to ensure that people
surely do keep sustainability growth, and we appreciate that.
So now, as we are coming, I don't know whether it's the end
of the
lockdown. We shall await for what the scientists have advised, His
the
Excellency,
President.
And as the city will continue to ensure, even our own institution, we have cut to 10%. Our people are operating at 10%.
At 10% employment, very well. At the same time, Mr. Nwabine, in May this year, the Kampala City Authority enforcement officers actually closed up shops in the city until business owners had to pay trading license fees for both 2020 and even 2021 in between there, because it's paid every month. And you said that actually that KCCA cannot stop trading license fees despite the lockdown. How fair was this?
Well, I am not a judge. Neither can I speak in my personal capacity on issues of fairness. But I can
so you do the implementation only?
But I am an implementer of government policy. And the policy is that for one to trade, they need permission to trade. The same way it is for one to trade in a shop, they need to pay rent. Now, if we go into discussions of fairness, you have the wrong guest.
No, I mean KCCA.
But
as KCCA, let's bring it around.
But the fairness that I would discuss here is that we all need a service as a city. And you're asking me about the repairs that we are doing, the roads, the renovations, all these things cost money. And the KCCA does not do any business except the business of serving the people of Kampala by delivering services. Now, these services are delivered with funds or with money that is raised from within the people. So when we come for that trade license, you, the trader, that is your contribution to those renovations, to those services. In Uganda, it is a tofari that you're putting onto your city. Yes, we are going through hard times. Yes, we are going through times of limited income. But sometimes for us to do certain jobs, we also must support the requisite regulations to do those jobs. If the law says that for you to trade, you need permission to trade, then you will be required to pay that modest fee. If the law says that for you to, for example, if you're to trade and you need a premise where to trade, like S24 TV, if you're hiring this premise as your home, then you need to pay the rent. Now, I don't know whether it is fair or unfair for you to pay rent.
And just to let you know that actually a wholesale shop in the Central Business District is charged 498,750 for each financial year.
Yes.
Yes. And the retail shop is around
what is the stock in a wholesale shop?
Let me just conclude on this one and get back to you. 236 and 10.
210 for retail in the CBD.
Retail. Okay.
But these fees keep reducing in the grades. Okay. But now, imagine how much pay as you earn. You pay you as Kabanyo.
My pay as you earn, well, I can disclose it.
Yes. But now your pay as you earn, you'll find is much more per year, because your pay as you earn is per month. Is much more than someone with a shop that has stock of 200 million.
Okay, to clear the air, Mr. Nwabine, is this money annually or monthly?
It is annual.
Okay.
A trade license is paid annual, and it's anniversary.
Okay.
If you pay,
I think I will not. I will not defend you much.
Don't defend me.
I'm
Sensitize the people.
Defending the public and the traders much, because at least annually, if you're to pay 210, I'm not going to defend you much.
210. That would be about 750 shillings per day.
Okay.
So
they are allowed to pay per day as well?
No, that is what you can save to pay for the next trade license once operational. But I understand, we understand that we are going through hard times.
Yes, please.
But it is us coming together as a country, as a people, to support one another, to support our government, to pay our requisite fees, that will enable us grow faster and get out of this faster, that will help us enable government deliver the services that we require.
I agree with you. And just as before we conclude our discussion this particular morning, yesterday the Lord Mayor KCCA Elias Lukwago came out and encouraged people actually to go and work, given that the 42 days actually ending today. So tomorrow is some hours of, I can say, free zone and freestyling, since we're still waiting for the president to come out and give other regulations to the country or guidelines. So encouraged people to go out there, since there is no law that is going to bound you from going and trading if you're a trader, or from just going to do your normal business, because the 42-day guidelines are stopping today. So tomorrow, not until the president talks, you have that time to go and do business. If you're in Jukubo, go and operate. How do you think of it?
Why are you interpreting things?
I'm not interpreting.
In a manner that may cause problems.
I'm telling them on how they can understand.
Well,
yes.
I'm sure the road mayor encouraged people to go to work once
the president speaks,
once national guidance has been given. I'm sure that is. I would like to think that is what he meant. That after the president and the government has guided on what to do, people should go to work. Indeed, people should go to work.
Advise as KCCA regarding tomorrow. There is that time. In case people come into town, advise them, please, accordingly.
My advice is that let's wait for the guidance from government. Let's wait from the Fountain of Honor. It's a Fountain of Honor. Let's wait for the guidance, and then we shall see the way forward. But for now, let us keep at home. Let us be calm. We have come a whole almost 42 days. It does not hurt us being patient and awaiting the address, and we get the necessary guidance.
Very well,
because we have a health challenge before us. We have a pandemic before us, and let us not get excited, but rather let us get more cautious. In some of the local languages that whose communities are around the lake or rivers, they tell you that usually people drown.
You can say it in the local language.
Usually people drown when they are getting to the shore. When they are getting closer to the shore, that is when the most drowning is.
Because they are filled with excitement.
Because they are filled with excitement. So let's not get excited. Let us wait for the Fountain of Honor. Let us wait for His Excellency to guide us, and
surely the 24 hours, it's even less than 24 hours. So let it not drive you into trouble, honestly. Just keep calm, because the president is bound to speak to the nation, that is tomorrow on Friday. And as we are concluding, I'm going to take you back briefly onto the renovations. If you can wrap it up with the cost, the general cost of the 70-kilometer road, on how you plan, what is the cost of the 70-kilometer road, that we've been talking about in regards to the buses?
Under the ADB project, the African Development Bank project, it will be a 5-year project in which we shall construct close to 70 kilometers of road, and the cost of this whole project is about $265 to $70 million.
Okay, to $70 million.
Yes.
Okay. And how about we want reassurance of the bank? When do we think it's going to reopen? You were calculating for us what's needed, but you've not told us when exactly. 2030, 20. Please tell us how we
It is going to be opened very soon.
Okay.
Very, very soon.
Okay. Thank you so much. Your last submissions, and we call it a day.
To the people of Kampala, we have gone through this period, and we know and we feel with everybody what we have gone through, especially staying home, especially not going about with our normal day-to-day business and lives. We have lost loved ones. I have lost loved ones. But we must soldier on. We must move on as a people. We must move on as a country. This lockdown was to ensure, or is to ensure, that our lives are saved. And we thank God that we are alive. We are going to get back to normal. Let's follow the rules. Let's follow the government set curfew hours. Let's follow the SOPs. Let's stay alive. And at the authority, we are ready to serve, and we are going to serve. But as we come back as well, let us protect our city. Let's not dump. Let's not do the wrong things, but rather do all those things that we can do to make sure that we advance our city, that we advance our country. I thank you, and I wish you well and God's blessing in the remaining time and the times ahead, and I'm sure we shall all be better.
Very well, that's Daniel Nwabine there, the KCCA spokesperson. We were discussing about the update on the transportation system in Kampala city, as well as the impact of the lockdown onto the city. And just to highlight for you, in case you missed, KCCA is in an agreement with Metu company to bring onto 1,000 buses after 24 months of the assignment of the agreement, which happened around 19th this month. I'm talking about the 19th of July. So that time, we hope, and you've heard it from KCCA, it will have time to make sure that it gets all procedures and operations on hand to make sure the buses come your way. And 1,000 only will be your fee, actually, so that's fair. And for the taxi park, surely very soon, we do not know yet which soon exactly he meant, but when someone tells you soon, and then they're giving you how they need to construct toilets, clinics, the gates and fences around the city park, you can calculate it for yourself and get the answer. My name is Rita Cabanyoro, and more will be coming up right here. You're still watching SMB. We take a break. We do return, and Smart Means Business continues. Good morning.